How y'all doing, good people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. Also, be on the lookout for just anything unusual happening down in the comment section of the videos. Don't get yourself caught up in that, guys. We got an opportunity here to build some wealth, and we're going to talk about this idea of Nvidia stock giving you a get rich easy pass. Now, again, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just a guy on YouTube giving you my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to go buy Nvidia stock. I'm not telling you to do any of that. I'm just telling you based on my opinion. That's the key word, opinion. Not expert, but opinion. This is an opportunity for somebody to get rich. Whether that's you or not, that depends on you. My job is to tell you what I think about Nvidia stock. My job is to tell you what I think about the stock market. My job is to tell you what I think about real estate for income. My job here is to tell you what I think about businesses. It's your job to determine if any of these things that I talk about make sense to you and you want to execute on it. I can't force you to execute on anything, guys. All I can do is tell you how I feel about a certain opportunity based on my experience and my knowledge. Then you have to decide what's important to you. Not me. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to give you information. Do me a big favor, guys. If you want to follow me when I'm not on the airwaves of YouTube, get yourself down to the description box and click on that Instagram link. It's Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link. Give that thing a click and then go follow me on Instagram and then send me a DM to let me know you're rocking with me. That'd be greatly appreciated. Trying to get the Instagram page where I had my old page. My old page, Richard Fain 28, had 90,000 followers. Instagram disabled it for whatever reason, I don't know. Yeah, okay. The new Instagram page, Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor, got over 6,000 followers. And I'm telling you, we're going to get it to 90. Matter of fact, we're going to get it to 100. That's my goal. I'm going to get that page to 100 followers. I'm not 100. 100,000 followers. Listen, what's today? Thursday? Wednesday? Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday? I lose track of the days, so I think it's Thursday. But nevertheless, I want to get the Instagram page to 100,000 followers. Now, I'm a long ways away, but my old page had 90, so I'm not that far away. I just got to get the 90,000 that's trapped over here in the disabled page. I got to get them over to the new page. So that's why I mention it every day. For those of you that are, why is he always talking about Instagram? Listen, guys, this is my YouTube channel. I'm going to talk about what I want to, okay? Just get used to that. See, if you can get used to that and just let that part go, or better yet, come into the chat 20 minutes late. That's all you got to do. Don't come in when I start the chat because you know I'm going to talk about the things I want to talk about before I get to the meat and potatoes. So if you don't like the meat, if you just want the meat and potatoes, come into the chat 15, 20 minutes after I start, and then you just get the meat and potatoes. For those of y'all that want to come in early, you're going to get Instagram, Moo, and you're going to get the website every day, 365 days a year. So if you don't want to hear that, come in the chat 20 minutes late. All is good? Okay, let's keep moving. So, Instagram link down in the description box. Click on that for me. Do me a favor. help me out. Help me get the page up. Click on that for me. And then let's go to the website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. 4 months, over 250,000 hits from you guys. That ain't me paying for no advertising, guys. That's just me talking about this thing on this YouTube channel and you guys reacting. So thank you. Appreciate you. Google got me up there ranked high. Google be sending me stuff all, oh, golly, your ranking is improving. Yeah, my ranking improving because of my people on my YouTube channel. So thank you very much, people on my YouTube channel. Google like me, so they're going to continue to spread out the website to more people, right? Thank you. Appreciate y'all for that. Don't forget the digital products now. That's the whole point of the website is the digital products. Go check them out. 10 big boy blue chip digital products. Everything from credit repair, credit restoration, improve your credit score, all the way to how to invest in real estate with little to no money down. Everything in between. Stock market, how to invest in the stock market using index funds and ETFs, DRIP, right? Dividend reinvestment program, got a whole ebook that explains that. Listen, man, anything you want to do financial to get to that pot of gold at in the rainbow, I got it in those 10 digital products on my website. You want to start an online business? Got a product for that. You want to grow your existing business? Scale it? Got a product for that. All you got to do is just follow the blueprint. The problem we have is people don't want to follow the blueprint. They don't want to follow it. No, you tell them, here's the blueprint, man. Here's how you get successful in something. People don't want to do it. They don't want to spend the time to go through the blueprint. They want you to give them the cliff notes. They want you to do all the work. They do very, very little work, but get rich. See, this is the society we in. This is the matrix. See, this is what they got you in the matrix. You don't want to do no work, but you want to be rich. I don't want to do any work, Richard. I don't want to read no ebooks. I don't want to go no studying. I just want to be rich. How do I go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow and be rich? That's what we want, which ain't going to never happen, right? See, we're living in a fantasy land. But this is where they get you programmed in the matrix, where you spend your whole life in la la land. You spend your whole life in fairy dust land. Oh, sprinkle some fairy dust on me and I'm going to be rich. No. That's not how you be rich, guys. You got to do something. You got to put in work. If you want to get to that bag, if you want to get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, man, you got to put in some work. You got to take your information, understand that information, and become an executor. You don't do that by reading the cliff notes. You don't do that by just listening to some guy on YouTube every day and thinking all of a sudden you're going to wake up one morning, you're going to be this incredible investor without doing any work. No, guys. It don't work that way. So do yourself a favor, get over to the website, check out the digital products. I looked at it this morning, had 4 or 5 people that did that. This morning, as soon as I woke up, boom, looked at my little, because I get a little thing to let me know people who are buying the digital products. Had 4 or 5 people this morning make an investment in themselves. That's what you got to do. And then you got to stick to that information and religiously go through it and execute it, do it. We learn by doing, not by sitting around thinking something going to just fall out the sky and hit us on top of the head. A bag of money just going to come out of the sky and hit us on top. Oh, boo, what that hit me in my head? Oh, that's a bag of money. That ain't how it works. There is no bag of money that's going to fall out the sky to hit you on the top of the head and all of a sudden you're rich. No, you're going to have to put in some work. Get over to the website and put in the work. Now, if you want to join the Wealth Builders, 850 strong. We're looking for quality, not quantity, wealth builders. I guarantee you right now, if you go over to the Wealth Builders community chat, it's lit. I guarantee you we got people in there so excited about what's happening right now. And I'm going to share with you guys the easy path to get rich. I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share you the easy path to get rich using the Nvidia stock. Once again, not telling you what to do. I'm giving you an opinion. That's not one time have I told you to buy anything ever on my channel. And I'm never going to tell you that. What I will tell you is what I believe and what my opinion is. I got 11,200 shares of Nvidia stock. Guess what it did today, this morning? Guess what it did this morning? It hit another resistance level, pierced right through another resistance level, which is $120 a share. Boop! Pierced right through it this morning. All we got to do is hold that price to close today. If we can hold 120 or higher to close the day, I'm telling you, I'm going to the moon with my 11,200 shares in Nvidia. I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm telling you what's going to happen. I've been telling y'all this. I've been telling y'all this as we get closer and closer to August 28th. This thing is going to go to the moon. In my opinion, not an expert, not trying to be an expert, not a financial advisor, not trying to be a financial advisor for you. What I am telling you is how I'm going to get rich. 11,200 shares. Pierced through the 120 resistance level this morning. All we got to do is hold. Matter of fact, let's do a temperature check. Y'all know I like temperature checks, especially when it's my money on the line. See, I paid the price. Oh, my goodness gracious. We had $121.62 a share. What did I tell y'all? I told y'all, all y'all in the little comment section right here in the little live chat. Oh, it's going to go to $75 a share. It's going to go to 50 a share. It's going to go to 0. Okay. I don't know when it's going to 0, but it ain't going today. Right now, today, it's at 121.76 and climbing. As we get closer to August 28th, I'm telling you what's going to happen. Now, you want to get rich, guess what? Get in where you fit in. I believe this stock go to $150 a share by the end of August. That's my prediction. I'm not a professional at this. I did stay at a Holiday Inn when I was out of town last week, so I don't know if that made me a professional. I did stay at a Holiday Inn last week, but I'm not a professional stock picker. I'm not a professional at the stock market. I'm just a guy on YouTube giving you all my opinion, but my opinion is this. We're at $121.67 right now. And we're going to 150. That's my opinion. I don't know what you think, but that's what I think. Let's reel this thing back in and let's talk about the opportunity. It starts with the Moo brokerage app down in the description box. First link. The opportunity to get rich starts with the Moo brokerage app. You got to get in where you fit in. You got to get yourself in place. Right? You got to get in place. Now, the good folks at Moo, which is my self-directed brokerage app that I'm going to be using over the next 10 years to, matter of fact, I'm going to 10X, no 6X no more. I'm going to 10X my net worth. 8-figure net worth just in Nvidia stock. That's right. I'm going to make an 8-figure profit off this stock before it's done. Now, again, not a professional, not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just a regular guy on YouTube giving you my opinion. That's all it is. It's an opinion. You can believe it, don't believe it. I don't really care. But what I'm telling you is what's going to happen. In my opinion. But my opinion is it's going to happen. So for you, what you got to ask yourself today is, what I'm doing right now, am I going to be able to reach my financial goals? Whatever I'm investing my money in, whether I'm investing or not, whether I'm just sitting on the sideline twiddling my thumbs, wanting to be entertained 24 hours a day and not building no wealth, or do I want to flip the script, start paying attention, start getting serious about what's getting ready to happen, figure out a way how I can get myself involved so I can take my earned income, invest it in something that's going to multiply it while I sleep, and then at some point in the future, I ain't got to worry about no earned income. I got passive income. I ain't got to worry about no active income because now I got passive income because I got these investments. See, that's what you should be worried about right now. Not entertaining yourself, but worried about how in the world I'm going to take care of myself when I get a certain age, or if I hit a financial bump in the road and I can't work no more. How am I going to take care of myself? See, the entertainment part that you're looking for right now ain't going to take care of you. It's not going to take care of you. The giggles and the laughs, that's not going to take care of you. You hit a financial bump in the road and you can't work. How you going to take care of yourself? You're not going to be able to. So get serious at some point in your life about building wealth because that's your freedom. That protects you. That's your safety net. Life is going to throw things at you that you're not going to be prepared for. Life is going to throw a curveball at you. If you never hit a curveball before, you're going to strike out. You better get serious about your financial freedom, guys, and stop playing around and wanting to be entertained all your life. You're going to mess around and wake up one morning and you're going to wonder, where did life go? And why is life so hard for me? Why can't I get ahead? No, you can get ahead, but you don't want to take life serious. You want to have giggles and funny funnies and entertain yourself, and then life going to pass you right by. Life ain't going to wait for you, guys. Get yourself out of the matrix and get yourself over here where you are building some wealth so you can have some independence. Like I said, get down in the description box, click on that Moomoo link, open up that Moomoo account today, get yourself up to 20 free stocks. That's the first step for a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all who want to build wealth and want to change something in your life, that's the first step. Opening up the Moomoo brokerage account. Put $100 in there, they're going to give you 8 free stocks, right? Put $1,000 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 20 free stocks, publicly traded companies. I don't care if each stock is worth $1. Who cares? It's $20. You get 20 free stocks at $20. I don't care if it's $1 stock. Who cares? Who cares? When the last time your brokerage, anybody else gave you $20 for free? Nobody. Nobody gonna give you nothing for free. You already know that. Now, why does the Moomoo people give you 20 free stocks? Why? Because they want you to try their brokerage app. It's advertising. It's marketing, guys. Just like when you go buy your iPhone, the same iPhone you buy year after year after, it's the same iPhone. They just put 16, 17, 18, it's the same iPhone. That's marketing. Yeah. Just like you go buy a new car every year, it's the same car. But you go buy it every year because they say it's a 24, it's a 25, it's a 20, it's the same car. Marketing. Companies do it to you every single day. They market to you every single day. They sell you the same old crap every single day, but market it to you differently. It's the same crap. But you'll go buy that though, but you won't go buy something that's going to build wealth for you to get you to freedom. But you'll go buy some wealth. You'll go buy something to make somebody else wealthy. This is what we do. And then we wake up one day and wonder why we're 70 years old still working. Oh, what happened to me? What? No, you happened to you. Because all you want to do is sit here and get funnies and laugh all day and joke all day and talk about goofy stuff when you should be talking about how to get you some wealth. Listen, guys, if you don't like my YouTube channel, bye. You can leave anytime. I'm not handcuffing you here. Not one time have I asked anybody to stay here. No, if you don't like it, leave. Go to somebody else's YouTube channel where they'll entertain you so you can laugh and giggle. But that's not going to get you anywhere, guys. I'm telling you, when you hit this financial wall, which you will hit at some point in your life, I don't care if you're 18 to 80, at some point you're going to hit a financial wall in your life, and then it ain't going to be funny. Then what's going to happen to all the giggles and the funnies? It ain't going to be funny. So you better wake up and go listen to somebody. Because I'm telling you, in the world we live in, nobody cares about your problems. You better care about them. Nobody cares, guys. I keep telling y'all, nobody is going to knock at your door and give you $1 million check. It ain't happening. It's not going to happen. So my recommendation is get yourself in where you fit in. That's what you need to do. Take care of the main thing. The main thing is building wealth. Get yourself down in the description box, click on the Moomoo link, get yourself signed up. Oh, my free stocks they gave me, it was only $70. And? Okay. When the last somebody walked up to you and gave you $70? Tell me that. Oh, my Moomoo stocks I got for free was only $150. And? When the last time somebody walked up to you and gave you $150 for free? But see, this is how we conditioned. Okay, let's move on, man. Listen, for those of y'all that do want to sign up for Moomoo and get the 20 free stocks, go get them. They down in the description box. Click on my link and go get signed up. Get your free stocks. Now, if you're serious about building wealth and taking advantage of this opportunity I'm getting ready to share with you, you need to send me an email through my website and let me know you opened the Moo account, you funded it. Don't send me no emails if you ain't funded it, because you ain't serious. I only want to deal with people that are serious about building wealth. Everybody that want to be in here and want to kicks and giggles and funnies, I ain't worried about y'all. Who I'm worried about is that few people in here who actually want to change something in their financial life. Those are the people I'm talking to. The rest of y'all, thank you. Thank you for the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate you, but I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to the people that actually want to build wealth here, who actually want to open an account, take some money, put it in there, and take advantage of this great opportunity that we're going to talk about today. Now, you got to be a big boy and a big girl about this. I don't need you talking to me, oh, well, the guy on YouTube told, no, the guy on YouTube didn't tell you to do nothing. The guy on YouTube is telling you if you don't do something, you're going to be in a world of trouble at some point in your life if you don't build some wealth. It's not going to be pretty. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you from experience. I've been doing this for 30 years. If you don't get some level of financial freedom in your life, you are going to have financial catastrophe at some point. And if you ain't got no coverage, it's not going to be good. So get yourself some coverage. Get yourself some wealth. Let me help you get yourself some wealth. Put a pause on the funny and the giggles and the, oh, golly, it's so great. Put a pause on that for a minute. You got the rest of your life to do that. Take a little bit of your life and build some wealth. So you got a safety net. And then if you want to go back to the giggles, go back to the giggles then. That's why 99% of us control 1% of the wealth in this country, because we so consumed with pleasuring ourselves and laughing and, oh, golly, I just want to have a good time. Oh, golly, life ain't promised to you. I'm going to enjoy mine right now. That's the trap of the 1%, and 99% of y'all fall into that trap. It's 1% of us that don't fall into it, and that's the one I'm talking to. Now, 99% that are going to fall into that trap, I don't know what to tell you. But the 1% who don't want to fall into that trap and want to build wealth, listen up. Follow the blueprint. Please listen up and follow the blueprint. All right? So let's get moving. Like I said, send me the email through my website, www.richardfain.net. Let me know you've opened the Moo account, you funded it. For you 1% of the people on here that are going to do something. 99% of y'all on here that listen to me ain't going to do nothing but sit here and laugh and giggle. That's all y'all going to do. But the 1% that's in this chat, that's in this live stream, the 1% of y'all, send me the email and let's change your life forever. 99% of y'all, good luck. Good luck. Because let me tell you, it don't catch up to you till it catch up to you. And some of y'all know what I mean by that. It don't catch up to you till it catch up to you. Okay? You're going to be like, golly, that guy on YouTube, I had a lot of giggles and laughs in his chat, but golly, he was right. He was right. A lot of giggles and laughs, and I had a great time in the live chat, but golly, he said I was going to hit a financial bump in the road, and I was going to be sorry because I ain't got no wealth, and I can't take care of myself. But the 1% of y'all that's in here that are serious about this and can push aside the chat, what you probably should do if you got the capability for some of the 1% of y'all that's in here that's trying to learn, if you have the capability, which I don't know if you do or not, because I just do the live streams. I don't watch live streams and be in here in other people's business who ain't serious, right? Like 99% of y'all. But for some of y'all, just turn it off if you can. The reason I don't turn it off is because I need the engagement. I need the YouTube algorithm to see the engagement so they can push me out and I can help more people. So I turn it on for that purpose. For those of y'all that don't want to be in the chat, just turn it off. I think you got the ability on your laptop or your phone or your iPad. Just turn it off. Just turn it off. That's all you got to do, right? And then you ain't got to worry about the giggles and laughs and all this other goofy stuff that's going on in the live chat, right? Again, a lot of broke. That's broke. When you look up in the dictionary the word broke, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see that right there. All right, let's talk about this bag, man. Let's talk about this opportunity. Let's talk about this get rich. Oh, temperature check. 121.39. I told y'all, if we close above 120 today, higher, that's the resistance level. See, the resistance level today was 120. We needed to pierce through 120, which we did. Now we got to stay there. If we can stay there and close above 120, whoo, goodness gracious. I told y'all yesterday, rocket ship on the launch pad. It's on the launch pad. They're starting to put rocket fuel in it right now. Now, ain't nobody, listen, there's still some seats left. I checked with the people at the rocket ship place. What they call it, Cape Canaveral here in Florida, where I live. They got a rocket place over there, a rocket launch place on the East Coast. So I gave them a call. I said, listen, I got some wealth builders and some potential wealth builders. They'd like to get on the rocket ship. I said, how many seats we got left? They said, Mr. Fain, we got plenty left. How many do you think you got coming? I said, I don't know. I can tell you right now, 99% of them ain't coming. So don't worry about them. But I got about 1% of them that want to get on that rocket ship and they need a seat. They said, well, Mr. Fain, all you got to do is let us know and we'll make room for that 1%. I said, that's all we need, because the 99%, they ain't going to do nothing, but they just going to giggle and laugh. They're not going to do nothing. But the 1%, I need some room for them on the rocket ship. And they said, well, Mr. Fain, we got you. We got you. We got you. So all you got to do, guys, rock with me. You're going to get on the rocket ship. The 1% of y'all. I know 99% of y'all, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. You can't help yourself, right? You can't help yourself. But the 1% of y'all that send me that email that say, Richard, I done opened the Moomoo account. I ain't got much, but I'd love to take advantage of this opportunity with the little I do have. And hopefully one day, if I'm consistent, if I'm patient, if I'm disciplined, hopefully one day I can build me enough wealth to be able to do the things that I really want to do and not have to worry about paying for them. I can send my child to college. I can buy my first home. I can travel the world. I can help my church. I can help my other charitable organizations. I don't have to work no more, and I can get in my backyard and put together that garden that I've always wanted to put together, but I've been working so much I couldn't do it. See, that's the 1% of y'all that I'm talking to. The rest of y'all just here for the algorithm, and I appreciate it. All right, let's keep moving. Let's talk about this opportunity here. Let me give y'all this thing here. And we're talking about Nvidia stock. Not asking you to go buy it. Don't care if you buy it. Like I said, I'm talking to the 1%. The 1% understand that all I'm here to do is deliver a message. I'm not here to give you financial advice. I'm not here to be your financial advisor, because I'm not one. I'm not licensed. I'm not qualified. I'm just a regular guy, 56-year-old guy that's been building wealth on his own for 30 years. And I got everything I want. Everything. There ain't nothing that I want that I can't go buy and not have to worry about anything. So I'm just giving you what I did over my 30 years to put me in a position where I own 100% of my time. That's all I do on this channel. You got to make a decision if this thing right for you or not. I can't make that decision for you. But let me read you something. And I'm going to walk you through how to change something in your life. How to change something in your life. Check this out. Nvidia is growing at an eye-popping pace that shows no sign of slowing. Check it out. When Nvidia reported its fiscal 2019 results 5 years ago, talking about 2019 now. When they reported their 2019 revenue results, the company generated annual revenue of $11.7 billion. This was 2019. 2019. So Nvidia's revenue is on track to increase 5 times in the space of 5 years, considering its fiscal 2024 forecast, translating into a compounded annual growth rate of 38%. Let me walk you through what they're talking about here. So in 2019, they did 11 billion in revenue. They did 60 billion in revenue in fiscal year 24, which would have been 23, right? The reason it's fiscal 24 because their fiscal year doesn't end until January of the following year. So they call it fiscal 24, but really it's revenue for 23. So bingo, they do 60 billion. They go from 11 billion to 60 billion, 11 billion to 60 billion, 5 years. Now, when you do the math on that, that's a 38% compounded annual growth rate. Well, what has that got to do with the price of tea in China, Richard? I don't know what that means. That was in the past. That don't mean they'll do it in the future. That's true. But one thing that I've learned by being in banking for 25 years and looking at companies is you got to figure out what their growth rate is. And you have to extrapolate that growth rate out to the future. Because how are you going to lend them money if you don't have a good idea of what the company could be or potentially could do in the future? See, when banks lend you money, guys, they lend you money based on what? Current data, but they also lend you money based on your future earnings potential. Why do you think they ask you for your tax returns? Why do you think they ask you for your pay stubs? See, banks lend you money depending on you're going to pay them back in the future from future earnings. Companies do the same thing. If I'm going to put my money in a company's stock, I got to have a good idea what the company will do in the future. So this is not something unusual like, every evaluator of companies, every evaluator of businesses look at a future forecast of earnings. All of them. In my banking days, we would look at projections. We would have the company give us projections on, give us a 24-month forecast, give us a 36-month forecast, and then back that forecast up with actual how you're going to get this money. How many sales, where are the sales coming from? Who are the companies that are going to be buying from you in order to meet that forecast in revenue? See, this is what we did in banking. So I understand this, guys. Right? So this is what Nvidia is going to do. This is what these folks who are looking at Nvidia are saying. Now, I've given you historical. I've given you a 5X in 5 years. That's the historical. Let's see what the future projections. We're going to forecast out another 5 years. This is what businesses do, guys. If you know anything about borrowing money, if you know anything about businesses, if you know anything about financial statements, if you know anything about business plans, you will know every business plan has a forecast for revenue in it. Because that's how people who are lending you the money going to decide if they're going to get paid back or not. You don't pay them back with your current revenue. You pay them back with your future revenue. You don't get rich because of the current stock price. I'm going to get rich because of the future stock price. That's where I get rich. I don't get rich right now. I get rich because I believe the future stock price is going to be $1,000 a share. You ain't got to believe that. That's what I believe. I believe the future stock price is going to be $1,000 a share. See, that's a forecast. I put my money in today and I forecast what it's going to be worth tomorrow. That's how it works, guys. I don't care at what level. You can be at a teeny weeny mom and pop pizzeria on the corner level, or you can be a big giant like Apple. They all do it the same way. They do. Go do your homework. Now, let's look at the forecast. This is where the get rich easy pass comes in. See, I wanted to set you up for the history. So people, they've never done that before. You know, the 99% in here, you know that's what they're going to say. They've never done that before. They've done that before. Yeah, they have. I just gave it to you. Now, let's look at the forecast. This is the get rich easy pass portion. All you got to do is get in where you fit in and get rich. My opinion now, my opinion, no guarantees for you. I'm not a guarantee guy. I'm an opinion guy, right? So here we go. When Nvidia reported its fiscal 2019 results 5 years ago, historical data, they did 11 billion. 5 years later, they were up to 60 billion, 5x. So Nvidia's revenue is on track to increase 5 times in a space of 5 years, considering its fiscal 2024 forecast, translating into a compounded annual growth rate, CAGR, which is short for compounded annual growth rate, was 38%. We're going to use that number in a minute now. Hang in there with me. I'm going to show you the paths. The get rich quick path, not quick. The get rich path, not quick, but it's get rich quick path. Well, get rich path. See, you guys rubbing off on me, some of you 99%ers in here. Okay, here we go. A similar CAGR over the next 5 years would take Nvidia's annual revenue to a whopping $295 billion in fiscal 2029. So let me walk y'all through this on a regular person level. So basically what they're saying is, from 2019 to 2024, they had a compounded annual growth rate of 38%. That's what they're telling you. So they went from 11 billion to 60 billion in revenue, 38%. Now they're saying if they can do that same 38% compounded annual growth rate over the next 5 years, that will get their revenue to 295 billion by fiscal 2029. What we in today? 2024. You follow me? Right? What is that called? That's called a forecast. That's called a revenue forecast. Revenue projections. Every company does it. I don't care if it's the mom and pop pizzeria on the corner where you live or Apple. They all do it. Okay? Here's the proof. Now let's give you some proof that's in the pudding. Let's give you some proof of this. Here we go. However, certain Wall Street analysts believe that Nvidia could do even better. Certain Wall Street analysts believe they can even do better than that. That's not my words. That's the experts. See, I'm not the expert, but I'm reading y'all experts. This is what experts are saying. Vijay Rakesh, for example, and he works for some company called Mizuho. Vijay Rakesh, for example, he predicts that Nvidia could generate annual revenue of $300 billion in 2027. Get rich, easy pass. I take my 38% that I believe I'm gonna get from Nvidia over the next 5 years, and I do a little bit of future value of money calculation. And we'll get there in a second. But you see where I'm going. Get rich, easy pass. All I gotta do is get in where I fit in. All I gotta do is change the way I think, take my active income, put it in something that will multiply it while I sleep. I don't know, maybe. I know the 1%, I know y'all follow me. 99%, that just went right over your head, right? Because you don't believe any of this anyways. You just here for the funnies. So you don't believe anything I'm saying anyway, you're just here for the funny. Here we go. So he predicts, this Vijay Rakesh, expert now, this is an expert, analyst, trained analyst, not me, not trained, not an analyst, not an expert, but I'm reading from a trained expert, right? So Vijay says he predicts that Nvidia could generate annual revenue of $300 billion by 2027 from selling AI chips alone. They're going to generate he's thinking they're going to generate 300 billion, guys, just from selling AI chips. Now, if you back into this thing and you say to yourself, well, how can that be? Well, here's how it can be. There are certain companies that I call hyperscalers that got to buy these chips. If you've been listening to me, I've been making a case for these hyperscalers and why they have to buy what they got to buy for the last week or so. I've been trying to back you guys into where the revenue would come from. Now, I know some of y'all listened, some of you didn't. But for those of you that listened, that come here to actually learn something, I've been telling you over the last week that these hyperscalers have to buy this stuff, man. They got to buy these chips, guys. They got no other choice. See, the world that these hyperscalers live in, if you ain't first, you're last. They got to buy them. They don't care what Wall Street says. They're going to buy these chips. And guess who they're going to buy them from? Nvidia. Well, what do you mean? AMD and Broadcom and all them. Great. They're there too. They're going to make their money too. But let's face it. The hyperscalers are going to spend the majority of the money with Nvidia. Why? Because Nvidia makes the best chips. And guys, I'm not knocking Broadcom. I'm not knocking AMD. I'm not knocking any other chip maker. But the fact of the matter is, Nvidia makes the best chips right now. Maybe they won't in 5 years, but right now, today, they make the best chips. So they're going to get the most of the chip revenue. They control 75, 85% of the market. Right? That's how they get the 300 billion. We already know the hyperscalers have went on record over the last 2 weeks as they came out with their earnings. These hyperscalers have went on record and said, we're going to put the investment into this AI platform. We're going to do it. We know we're not going to get a return on it for years, but that's okay. We're going to get a return at some point, but we cannot afford not to build out our AI platform. Because if we don't build it out and this thing do go to the moon, we're out of business. They call that a cost of doing business. That's what it's called. It's called making a present day investment for future revenue. That's all it is. You got to make the investment today, but the revenue comes later for the hyperscalers. But guess who has to supply the majority of those chips? It's going to be Nvidia. AMD going to get its little bit. Broadcom going to get its too, because we got a lot of companies that want to be hyperscalers that are not hyperscalers yet, but they'd like to be. And guess who they're going to be buying from? Broadcom, AMD. So those guys are going to make a ton of money too. They're just not going to make as much as Nvidia. That's all. Nothing wrong with that. That's just the truth, according to Richard Fain. So here we go. Let's keep moving through this. He predicts Nvidia could generate annual revenue of $300 billion by 2027. That's 3 years, guys. It's 3 years. From selling AI chips alone, thanks to having a solid 75% share of the fast-growing AI market. While that may seem outrageous at first, because I know 99%ers in here, 99% of y'all in here, oh God, they'll never do it. They'll never do that. That'll put them at a $10 trillion market cap. That'll never happen. They'll never get to a $10 trillion market cap. I'm going to go over here and buy GameStop instead. I'm not going to buy Nvidia because they'll never get there. I'm going to go buy GameStop. Okay, let me keep going. So here we go. Here we go. He predicts that Nvidia could generate annual revenue of $300 billion in 2027 from selling AI chips alone, thanks to having a solid 75% share of this fast-growing market. While that may seem outrageous at first, a closer look at the market for AI chips indicates that Nvidia could indeed hit that ambitious mark. It's well known that Nvidia is the biggest player in one of the hottest tech niches right now, AI chips, which has allowed the company to record a terrific jump in revenue and earnings over the past year. See, there's a case for this. Here we go. Note that this market for AI chips is at the beginning of a huge growth curve. I keep telling y'all, and I've been telling y'all this for months. Guys, we're just at the beginning. We at the baby. We ain't at the infant stage, but we're at the toddler stage of what's getting ready to happen. Can you imagine when this thing is a full-grown adult industry? Right now, we're at the toddler. We ain't even at the teenage years. We're at the toddler stage. Can you imagine when this thing is full-grown? And check this out. Can you imagine if I invest at the toddler stage and I'm patient enough to stay in this thing to the full-grown adult stage, what the net worth gonna be? Can you imagine what the net worth gonna be, guys? I can. About a 10x. About an 8-figure payday. See, I'm not afraid to think that ambitious. I'm not afraid of that. Some of y'all, there's no way that'll ever happen. See, glass half empty. I'm a glass half full guy. I'm looking for other people that are glass half full people. All y'all glass half empty people, get you some entertainment, help out the algorithm, and then thank you. But for you people that are glass half full people like me, this is the proof is in the pudding. It's gonna happen, guys. We're at the toddler stage in this thing right now. Can you imagine when this thing gets to the full-grown adult stage? Woo! Let me slow down. Let me pull it back. Here we go. Note that this market of AI chips is at the beginning of a huge growth curve. Nvidia's rival, Advanced Micro Devices, estimates that the market for AI accelerators could jump to $400 billion in 2027. Now, this is AMD research, which is a competitor of Nvidia's. This is what AMD is saying. $400 billion industry by 2027. A big jump from last year's estimate of $45 billion. So this thing went from $45 billion up to what? $400 billion. Citi, big boy blue chip bank, 4th largest bank in America. This is what they're coming in saying. Citi analysts expect Nvidia to maintain a giant 90% share of this market over the next 2 or 3 years. I've been telling y'all this for months, man. I hate to keep saying this, but I got to. I've been telling y'all for months. I've been telling y'all for months and months and months and months when I got heavy into this stock. I've been telling you guys since I got heavy into this stock that nobody catches these guys in the next 3 to 5 years. Nobody. I've been telling y'all that. So now Citibank comes out and says nobody catches these guys in the next 2 to 3 years. Nobody. They got 90% market share. This is what Citibank is saying. Not me, Citibank. Citibank analysts expect Nvidia to maintain a giant 90% share of the market over the next 2 to 3 years, despite the efforts of its rivals and are making to cut Nvidia's lead in the market. So if AMD is saying it's a $400 billion industry, revenue industry by 2027, this is what AMD is saying, one of Nvidia's competitors. And if Nvidia has 75 to 90% of the market share, what kind of revenue is that? I don't know. I wasn't very good at math. Maybe one of the 99%ers in here who good at math, maybe y'all can tally that up for me. I ain't very good at it. 75, 90% of 400 billion, what's that? I don't know. Y'all figure that one out for me. Figure that one out. Now, this is what AMD said. This ain't got nothing to do with me. This is what AMD said, one of the competitors. That's all I'm saying. That's because Nvidia has doubled down on the pace of innovation in AI chips, which should help it maintain a solid share of this market in the long run. As such, the possibility of Nvidia indeed generating $300 billion in annual revenue from AI chip sales after 5 years cannot be ruled out. it can hit that mark even if its share falls to 75%, says Rakesh. Suggests considering that the overall AI chip market size is anticipated to hit 400 billion as per AMD's estimate. Not Rakesh. This is what a competitor of Nvidia said they expect the market to be in 2027, 400 billion. AMD said this. The good news is that Nvidia is looking to flex its muscles beyond the AI accelerator market. I told y'all, this company is going to be more than a chip maker. I've been telling y'all that for months too. They're going to be more than a chip maker. They're going to be more than that. Don't get me wrong, very good chip maker, but they will be more than that. The company recently revealed new customer-focused graphic cards people can use to run AI applications right on their desktops and laptops for gaming. Creating large language models, LLMs, customizing generative AI models, and even inferencing applications. For instance, Nvidia claims that its new RTX 4080 super graphics card generates AI video 1.5 times faster and images 1.7 times faster than the GeForce RTX 3080 IT GPU. Yes, sirski. I'm trying to tell y'all, better get in where you fit in. If you want to build wealth, go find you investments that match up with your growth expectations. See, my growth expectations is I want to 10x my net worth. So I got to go find companies that give me the best opportunity to do that. You got to do the same thing. Whatever your net worth requirement is and the time frame you want to get to that net worth, you got to go out and find companies that match up with that. I've found mine. I found mine. I found my company that matches up with that. Now all I got to do is just plug and play and be patient. AKA 11,200 shares in Nvidia. Just being patient. Average cost, $105 a share. Today it's worth 120. Temperature check. Temperature check. Temperature check. Today is worth, oh, I'm sorry. Goodness gracious, I thought I saw something wrong here. $122.45 a share. That's what it's worth today. Average cost 105 on 11,200 shares. So do the math. Y'all know what I got invested. I ain't trying to hide nothing. 11,200 shares, do the math. $105 average cost. Do the math. Today is right now at 122.45. Do the math. Now, this thing gets to $150 a share by end of August, which I believe it will. Do the math. If this thing gets to $200 a share, do the math. If this thing gets to $300 to $400 a share, do the math. If it gets to $1,000 a share, I'll do the math for you. That's an 8-figure payday. Yeah, one investment, not my ETFs, not my ETFs. Keep telling y'all guys, you ain't got to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. You just got to follow the 1%. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is earn and fight your normal feelings of buying stuff to make other people rich. See, you got to fight that because that's the way you've been taught since you're in kindergarten. See, since kindergarten, when they enrolled you into kindergarten, they put you in kindergarten, they've been grooming you to make money and spend it to make the 1% wealthy. Y'all didn't know that, but that's what they were doing. But see, you got to fight that urge. You got to take that money and put it in something that grows it while you're sleeping. I don't know. So all I'm telling you is I'm at 122.36. I don't know if we'll close at that, but if we close anywhere over 120, we're going to the moon. I'm just telling you. So here we go. I just wanted to give you a temperature check. So here we go. We talked about advanced micro devices, saying that the market is going to be a $400 billion market. We've already heard from Citibank, who says Nvidia is poised over the next 2 to 3 years to not lose more. They're going to maintain 90% of the market share over the next 2 to 3 years. They're that far ahead of AMD. Now, AMD will catch up at some point, but they're not going to catch up anytime soon. Not in the next 3, 4, no, they're not going to catch up, right? We know that. We know that. Not only put that pressure on them, they're going to go bankrupt. Who was the company that just sold ARM? Was that AMD? They just sold ARM. You know why they selling ARM? And you know why some of these companies, because they're trying to keep up with Nvidia and they can't. They're running out of cash. Look at Intel. Intel right here spending $4 billion a quarter. Intel gonna run this into bankruptcy, man. They're trying to spend $4 billion a quarter trying to keep up with Nvidia. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, guys. I get it. Competition will catch them at some point, but what's the cost? What is going to be the cost? You know, you're selling off investments. You're putting $4 billion a year in the $4 billion a quarter in the R&D. I'm telling you, man, you better watch yourself. We'll have a company trying to mess with Nvidia. Given that demand for devices that can run AI at the edge, y'all go do the research on that, such as smartphones, personal computers, and cameras, is expected to clock annual growth of 26% through 2032 and generate $143 billion in annual revenue at the end of the forecast period. So that's another opportunity outside of chips to hyperscalers and companies like that. You also got this other niche where they look like it's going to be a $143 billion niche that your boy Nvidia is trying to get into with the smartphones, the personal computers, the cameras. Just saying, guys, they're going to be more than just a hyperscaler chip company selling to hyperscalers, right? I didn't even talk about the automotive industry. I ain't even talked about that, but we'll save that for another day. Also, considering the other notable catalysts that Nvidia could benefit from, it won't be surprising to see the company's top line head closer to $300 billion after 5 years. If that's indeed the case, investors can expect the stock to deliver outstanding gains once again over the coming 5 years. That's why I just told y'all, guys. It's in my opinion, for Richard Fain, not for you, but for Richard Fain, it's a get rich easy pass. If this company goes from 60 billion in revenue, guys, to 300 billion in the next 5 years, and I'm in at 60 billion and they go to 300 billion, what do y'all think is going to happen to my investment? I'm just telling you. This is why I keep telling y'all, it's for Richard Fain, not for you, but for Richard Fain, it's a get rich easy pass. Do the math. I got 11,200 shares, guys. Do the math. Y'all already know what my investment in the company is. It's a huge one. But I'm okay with it. I go to sleep at night comfortable. I don't lose no sleep. None. Sleep like a baby. Why? Because I know in 3, 4, 5 years, it's going to be nice. 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 So here we go. What do you think? Now, let's talk about some math. Let's talk about some math. Oh, let me give you this real quick. Let me give you this real quick. And then we'll talk about some math. Let me just give you this real quick. Nvidia has a 5-year average price to sales ratio of 20. As we are assuming that the company's revenue growth over the next 5 years can match the rate it has clocked in the past 5 years, we can expect Nvidia to maintain its average sales multiple over the next 5 years as well. Based on a top line of 300 billion after 5 years, a sales multiple of 20 points toward a market cap of a whopping $6 trillion. They get to 300 billion, man. They're going to be a 6 trillion market cap. That would be way higher than Nvidia's current market cap, which is about 2.6 billion right now. However, Nvidia carries a discounted forward price to sales ratio of 14. Assuming a similar multiplier after 5 years means that its market cap could increase to 4.2 trillion. So if they just stay at the 14, don't get to the 20, they still at over $4 trillion market cap. Using the 300 billion revenue estimate, again, that points toward a 3x jump in Nvidia's stock price over the next 5 years, or a 5x jump. Now, if I get a 5x jump in the stock price, that'll put me well over $500 a share. Y'all do the math. Cost basis is 105. It's a $500 a share stock. I bought it at 105, average cost on 11,200 shares. Do the math. It's a nice number. So I'm in it to win it, right? 3x it. Let's say it's at $360 a share. It's trading at 120 today. Matter of fact, it's trading at 120 today. We 5x it. It's $600 a share. Do the math from $600 a share. Cost basis is 105 a share in 5 years. So I told y'all guys, in 5 years, this thing gonna be crazy. Even if I don't get a 5x in 5 years, let's just say I get a 3x. A 3x in 5 years is still a $360 per share stock price. My cost basis is 105. I don't care how you slice it. I'm going higher on the net worth. And 1% of y'all in here today gonna go with me. Not the masses, because the masses, they're not gonna believe it. They're a glass half empty group. But the glass half full group that's in here, who riding with me, again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to advise you what to do. I'm here to tell you what I'm doing. But if you want to rock with me and copy the plan, that's you a big boy, big girl, do your thing. You big boy, big girl, do your thing. You big boy, big girl, do your thing. If you want to copy my plan, there is no law against that. Copy the plan, man. Plug in, play. But you got to be disciplined, you got to be consistent, and you got to be patient. And you got to get yourself out of the matrix. Well, what the matrix is going to tell you is that they'll never do that. That's impossible. See, this is what the matrix is going to tell you. The matrix is going to tell you it's impossible. They'll never do it. So you got to get yourself out of the matrix and get yourself on the Wealth Builder group on my Patreon, on the Patreon website. You got to get to the Wealth Builders group, the fastest growing financial community on Patreon that I created 4 months ago, so that you get yourself out of the matrix and get yourself around people that do believe what I believe, that you can get rich, you can get wealthy, you can get to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So you got to get yourself around 850 people like that. That's why I created it 4 months ago, because I knew, see, I got some forward thinking going on here. I said to myself, Richard, look at him, man. You finna build a lot of wealth. And you want to take people along with you that are like-minded. But you can't do it in your regular YouTube videos, because you got a lot of 99%ers who believe in the glass is half empty watching your channel. The algorithm loves them, but they're not going to do nothing but be negative. So you know that. This is what they live for. Every morning at 10:30 to get in the live chat and be miserable. But that's okay. I'm going to pray for them. But for you guys that believe half full, I created a community for the half full guys and gals who say to themselves, you know something, I don't know if this will come true, but you know something, what are my other options? Work for somebody for the rest of my life? Be 70 years old still working? What are my other options? So the glass half full of people say, you know something, hey, I got to do something. I'm going to look at the data. I'm going to do me a little bit of independent research. And guess what? If it makes sense to me, I got to take a chance. At some point in life, guys, we got to take a risk. You think me having a 7-figure holding of my money in a company is not a risk? It's a big risk. But I've done the homework and I'm comfortable with it. See, the school I come out of from, when you do a thing, you do a thing. If you lose, you lose. You keep moving. But if you win, it's glorious. I think I'm gonna win. And I think there are other people out there that want to win too. That's why I'm telling you, for 18 to 80 years old, I can't tell you what to buy, guys. I can't tell you what to do with your money. That's up to you. I'm telling you what I'm doing with mine and what I believe things are going to do for me in the future, 3 to 5 years from now, right? I'm an optimist, not a pessimist. I believe in positive thinking. I believe in filling my life with positive because I believe positive begets positive. I also believe negative begets negative. So you can fill your life with a bunch of negative Nancy's and listening to all this negative stuff all day long and letting these people corrupt your mind, corrupt your subconscious. You don't even know it, but in the subconscious, they're corrupting you. Please remove yourself out of that. There's no good can come from negative, guys. None. No good. The only thing comes from negative is more negative. Here we go. So here's my best case scenario. Well, my best case scenario is this thing gets to $1,000 a share. Best case. My middle case scenario is this thing 5X's itself and gets to $600 a share in 5 years. My worst case scenario, this thing's 3X's itself over the next 5 years and I get to $360 a share. Either one of those scenarios, guys, I win. If the thing gets to $200 a share, I make $1 million. If it gets to $200 a share, I make $1 million. Period. Matter of fact, a little more than that, like 1.2. So I'm in this thing because I believe this stuff. You don't have to believe it, but you better believe something. You better find something. You better find something in your life. You better find something that you can put money in to multiply it. I don't know what that is. I'm telling you what mine is. I already gave you the whole kit and caboodle. I gave it to you. So let's move on, man. Let's move on. Oh, one last thing. Let me just show some of you folks that are brand spanking new how this thing will work. Because I know some of y'all brand new, and I just want to give you some sense of how this thing would work. And the level of money. Some of y'all might be saying, well, Richard, I know you've been at this for 30 years. You've built some wealth. You have the ability to be able to make a move like that. I don't. What can someone just starting out, how can they make a move? And all I'm telling you is I'm not giving you financial advice, but I'm just telling you if I was someone just starting out, Richard Fain just starting out, and I didn't have a bunch. I had a little something. I didn't have a bunch, but a little something. I could put together about $1,000 a month, $1,200 a month. And how do I do that? I'm gonna work my regular job. I'm gonna live way below my means, and then I'm gonna throw me a side hustle or two. And the easiest thing for me, since I got a dependable car, I'll just throw me a side hustle in of Ubering Monday through Friday, take the weekends off, but Monday through Friday, I'm gonna go work my regular job. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get me 3 or 4 hours a night of Uber in so that I can bring in me some extra money. And I think the average Uber driver on a monthly basis brings in about $1,000, $1,500 a month. A month, right? They bring in at least that. So I'll make me $1,000, $1,500 a month doing Uber. And then I'm gonna take that $1,000 or $1,500 a month, and then what I'm gonna do with it? I'm gonna put it in a big boy blue chip with a 38% compounded annual growth rate. Oh, they didn't do that. I just walked you through, they did do it. They did do it. Just saying. So I'm gonna do that for 10 years, right? I'm gonna take that 38% growth rate, right? Now, I'm gonna take $15,500 a year. I'm just starting out now. I'm brand new now. I ain't loaded. I haven't spent 30 years building wealth. I'm just a regular person just starting out, caught wind of this little video and said to myself, you know something? Yeah, I don't know if this guy's I don't know what this guy talking about. I don't know, he might be right, he might be wrong, but golly, man, when I look at the option that I got, which is working for somebody for the rest of my life, I don't like that option. So let me try this option. Let me see if it'll work. I got no other choice. So guess what? I take the 15.5, I divide that by 12. That's about $1,300 per month. How do I get the $1,300? I just told you. I'm gonna work. I can't sit around thinking about work. I gotta go work. Oh, golly, it's hard out there, but I've been thinking about work all day. Unfortunately, I haven't went to work, but I've been thinking about it. That's not gonna pay no bills, man. You gotta go to work. I don't care if you start your own online business, you go to brick and mortar business, you work for, I don't care what you do, but go to work. Go to work. Live on less than what you make. Well, golly, Richard, what are you talking about? Well, gosh, I make $3,000 a month. Well, you want me to live on less than that? Yes. I don't care if you got to get 10 roommates. Get them. Think about the future, 3 to 5, 10 years. Think about that. So $3,000 a month, live on less. Say I'm living on 2. Got some free time, boom, go out and get me an Uber. Bringing me about $1,500 a month from an Uber. Now I got $2,500 a month that I can invest, right? $2,500 a month times 12, that's about $30,000 a year. Now, let's work on the 2 scenarios. I got a 15-5 scenario, right? That's just a baby just starting out, a beginner. Richard Fain is a beginner. I'm just starting out, no net worth, got a job, working, understand the concept of not living on more than what I make, but I ain't got but $1,300 a month to invest. So I take that $1,300 a month, which is about $15,500 a year, at that 38% compounded rate of return, or that compounded annual growth rate that I take from Nvidia, because that's going to be my big boy that I'm hanging my hat on. This is Richard Fain's scenario now, not yours. This is Richard Fain's scenario. Richard Fain is going to put $15,500 per year into Nvidia, expecting a forecast of a 38% rate of return, which they've already done over the last 5 years. I want that, but I'm going to stick this thing out for 10 years. And what do I get? What does Richard Fain end up with in 10 years if he invests in Nvidia and that CAGR of 38% holds up? What does Richard Fain end up with? That's what he ends up with. About $1 million. I'm brand new, don't know what I'm doing, right? I went with one big boy. I put $15,500 a year in this big boy for the next 10 years. Get a 38% compounded annual growth. I got $1 million. So I'm 20 years old. I'm 25 years old. I delay gratification for 10 years. By the time I'm 30 or 35, I'm a millionaire. Done. Done. Rest of my life, I get to do whatever I want to do. 30 years old, 35. Okay, I'm 50 years old. I done worked my butt off, made some bad financial choices. I'm late in the game. But I got 15 grand to put in every year for 10 years. Now I just put $1 million in my net worth bucket. I'm 50 years old. By the time I'm 60, I got $1 million net worth in 10 years. Just by doing what? Basic stuff. Working, living on less than what I make, creating a little side hustle, putting that side hustle in something that can multiply it while I sleep. I got $1 million, man. I don't care what walk of life I come from. I don't care if I'm educated, not educated. I don't care if I'm male or female. I don't care if I'm black, white, gray, green, purple. I don't care if I come from outer space and they let me come here. I'm an alien. I'm an alien. I come from outer space. America let me settle up here. I'm an alien now. I'm from outer space. I don't know nothing. But I know how to go out and work and not spend my money to make other people rich. And then I put my money in an accelerator, a multiplier. And now all of a sudden, I'm the first alien with $1 million on the planet Earth. I'm just saying, guys, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your background is. It don't matter if you've been to prison or you've not been to prison. It don't matter. What matters is you're willing to get out and change something in your life and stick to it. And get yourself out of the matrix and get yourself around people who are headed in the direction you're headed. That's what matters. I don't care what your background is. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what color you are. I don't care how you identify yourself as. Doesn't matter. None of that matters, guys. What matters is, am I willing to get out here and earn, keep what I earn, and then multiply what I keep? That's all that matters in the world that I live in. None of this other stuff matters. Now, for some of you folks that say, you know something, Richard? That's awesome, man, but I think I got $30,000 I can do. I think I can do $2,500 a month. I'm going to earn, live on less than what I earn. I'm going to bring $1,000 from just my normal everyday budget. And then I'm going to go Uber. I'm going to go Lyft. I'm gonna go start me an online business. I'm gonna go mow grass on the weekends. I'm gonna go power wash houses on the weekend. I'm gonna go deliver furniture and haul furniture on the weekend as my side hustle, and I'm gonna make another $1,500 a month. I'm gonna take that full $2,500, which is $30,000 a year, and I'm gonna do that for the next 10 years. Let's see what Richard Fain got then. Oh my Lord, Richard Fain got almost $2 million. See, guys, I keep telling y'all, if you're willing to discipline yourself and get consistent and be patient, you'll be a millionaire. You'll be rich. You ain't got to never worry about working for nobody the rest of your life, but you got to be able to do the basic things to get there. See, this is what Richard Fain did. This is what Richard Fain did. Richard Fain said, you know something, I'm going to take $30,000 a year. I'm going to do everything in my power to get me $30,000 a year, and I'm going to keep my head down for 10 years. And I'm going to put it in this accelerator called Nvidia. This is what Richard Fain is doing. I'm not telling y'all to do this. I'm telling you what I'm doing. This is how I get wealthy. This is where my get rich easy pass comes in. I've given you one scenario at 15 grand for me. Now I'm giving you a second scenario at 30 grand. I told you exactly how I'm going to make the 30 grand. I told you exactly how I'm going to make the 15. This ain't trigonometry. This ain't me sitting for the SAT. This is very easy stuff, guys. Stop spending money on crap you don't need, and you'll have money to invest. But see, we're so caught up in pleasuring ourselves and entertaining ourselves, and we deserve something because we went to work. You're supposed to go to work. Well, how do you celebrate going to work when you're supposed to? This is what I don't understand about us. We want to celebrate and pat ourselves on the back because we went to work to take care of ourselves. But this is how the Matrix got you all trapped, right? They got you thinking this way. You deserve something. No, you deserve what you earn. That's what you deserve. You don't deserve nothing if you don't earn nothing. You deserve what you earn. If you don't earn nothing, you don't deserve nothing. Okay, so Richard Fain said, listen, you know something, man? I'm going to go ahead and start me a little online business. I'm going to double down on the Uber. I'm going to double down on whatever I need to double down on. I'm going to get this 30 grand. So I'm going to take this 30 grand and I'm going to put it in this accelerator called Nvidia for the next 10 years. I don't know what this company going to do. It may do well. It may not do well, but I have no other option. My other option is I'm going to work till I'm 70, 80 years old. That's the other option. That's it. That's the other option for me. It's either work till I'm 60, 70, 80 years old and no wealth and wait on Social Security, or I'm going to do something extraordinary in my life. And what I mean by extraordinary is I'm going to go against the Matrix, because the Matrix doesn't want me to be disciplined. The Matrix doesn't want me to be consistent. The Matrix doesn't want me to be patient. They don't. They want me to spend every dime I make pleasuring myself. They want me to spend every dime I make getting funnies and laughing giggles and trips and all this other stupid stuff people do with their money that don't build no wealth. That's what the Matrix wants you to do. I decided to get out the Matrix. I'm going to take this $30,000. I'm going to put it into this accelerator called Nvidia. I'm going to get this 38% compounded annual growth rate over the next 5 to 10 years. And then I'm going to have $2 million. So if I'm 20 years old and I make that decision, Richard Fain, 20 years old, and I do this, at 30 years old, I'm going to have $2 million. I'm a multimillionaire. If 50-year-old Richard Fain decides he wants to do this because he's messed up a little bit along the way, and I need to collapse time frames, and I want to retire by the time I'm 60 and travel the world, I got $2 million by the time I'm 60. See, here's the deal, guys. It doesn't matter what age you are. It's the commitment that you're willing to give. And stick to the plan. That's the key. So I just showed you how Richard Fain, at any age, any color, any way I identify, poor, raised up rich, educated, non-educated, alien from outer space, not an alien from outer space, just came here from this country, couldn't speak no English, don't matter. All I need to do is get me 15 grand every year, get me 30 grand every year, and I'm about a million or a multi-million in 10 years. It doesn't matter about any of that stuff I just mentioned. None of that. Nobody cares about that. Stock market don't care about that. Nvidia don't care about that. Big boy blue chips don't care about any of that stuff. Only thing they care about is, are you willing to put money in our company and watch us grow and you go along with us? That's all they care about. They don't care about any of the other stuff y'all be in here talking about. Right? So the 1% of y'all that are in here that want to change something in your life, get down in the description box, click on the Moomoo link, open up the Moomoo account, put your $100 in it, you get 8 free stocks. Put you $1,000 in it, you get 20 free stocks. See, this is what Richard Fain is going to do. If Richard Fain was just starting out, no matter what age I am, if I'm just starting out, this is what Richard Fain is going to do. So Richard Fain is going to get down in the description box. He's going to open up his Moomoo account. He's going to go ahead and put $1,000 in it, or he'll put $100 in it, depending upon where he's at financially. Let's say Richard Fain financially right now can only do the $100 and he gets his 8 free stocks. Now I got 8 free stocks valued at something. I don't care if they're valued at a penny. It doesn't matter to me. I got 8 pennies now that I didn't have before I opened the account, and it's free. So if they're valued at a penny, I'm going to have 8 cents. That's where the net worth starts. But here's the bigger thing for Richard Fain. So now Richard Fain says, okay, I got my $100 in. I've already committed to $15,500 a year. Now I got to back into how I'm going to get this 1300. Because if I know if I get the 1300 and this company repeats what it's already done in the past over these next 10 years, I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. I'm 20 right now. I'll be a millionaire by 30. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to look at my budget. I'm going to say, well, okay, I'm making $2,000 a month. I'm living on $1,500. I got $500 left. Now I know I need 13, so I'm short about $800. How can I get this $800 fast? Okay, I'm gonna go drive Uber. I'm gonna go drive Lyft. I'm gonna go rent me a pressure washer from Home Depot. And on the weekends, I'm gonna travel around these really nice communities and I'm gonna ask these people if they want their driveway pressure wash. And they're gonna pay me $100, $150, $200 to do that. And then I'm gonna take that 8 or 9 power washing jobs over a month period. I'm gonna add that with my 500. Now I got my 1300. Now I'm gonna start putting that $1,300 in the accelerator every single month. That's gonna be $15,500 a year. And I'm gonna do that for the next 10 years. So when I'm 30 years old, I have time, freedom, and choices in my life. I'm gonna be a millionaire. That's it, guys. Richard Fain says, no. I want to be a multimillionaire. So what do I got to do? Okay, Richard Fain, you opened your Moomoo account, you put $1,000 in it, you got 20 free stocks. Now you got a world-class brokerage at where you can start buying this accelerator. But you got to figure out this $30,000 thing. Now I'm a 40-year-old guy. At this point, I'm 40 years old. I've made some mistakes financially. I'm 40 years old. I got a decent job. And I think I can pull the $30,000 off for the next 10 years. So by the time I'm 50, I'm a multimillionaire and I'm done. So I'm gonna take the Moomoo app, take my 20 free stocks. Now I got a net worth because them 23 stocks are gonna be worth something because they're publicly traded companies. So that starts my net worth. I got 20 free stocks. Now I'm gonna use that Moomoo brokerage app every single month to put $2,500 in it. And I'm gonna buy my accelerator. My accelerator for Richard Fain is Nvidia because I looked at the history of it and I see where this company is going. I see what this company has already done in the past and I believe in it. What's my other option? Believe in nothing. That's the other option. I can believe in something or I can believe in nothing. See, believing in nothing, I'm gonna be broke at 60, still working, health may be declining, other friends out playing golf, traveling. What am I doing? I'm working. Can't do none of that because I'm broke. Because I believe in nothing. See, I believe in nothing, I'm broke. I believe in something, I have a chance now to have something. There's no guarantee I'm gonna have anything, but at least I'm believing in something. As opposed to believing in nothing other than pleasuring myself and being negative all the time. See? And guess what? Even my health is improving because I'm hanging around positive-minded people. I'm thinking positive things. I let positive things in my filter system, and I can even feel my body, my tempo changing. I can just feel me being a better person. I feel better about life. My psyche is changing because I've changed the way I think. Not only am I going to get rich monetarily, but I'm also, more importantly, getting rich inside. I'm richer inside. I'm a better person now. I'm not as negative. I'm a glass half full person now. I am looking to help others now. I don't know about y'all guys, but for me, I like that plan. So guess what? I start putting the 2,500 in every month. Side hustle, regular job, keep my head down, delay gratification. And by the time I'm 50, I got 2 million. Now I get to do whatever I want to do, go chase my passions, my purpose, and people. That's it, man. I don't know what's in your world, guys. I don't know what y'all gonna do with y'all life. But what I'm gonna do with mine, I've already explained it to you. And for the 1% in here that wanna go on that ride and go on that journey with me, I welcome you. Let's do it together. All you gotta do is get to the description box, click on that second link, get over to my website, and you're gonna see a button that says membership or join. And then all you're gonna do is click on that. It's gonna take you over to Patreon, and you're gonna sign up for the Wealth Builders Mentorship Club. And in that mentorship club, I believe your life will change. I think your life will change. Your financial life will definitely change, but I think your overall life will change. Because what you're gonna find over there is a different attitude that's different from the world. That's different from what you see in the live chat. You see a lot of, I don't know what's going on because I ain't no psycho. I can't analyze some of these people in the chat. I just know I wouldn't want that life. See, I wouldn't want that life. That's all I live for every morning is to do this. I couldn't live that life. So what you're going to find over here is you're going to have a really, really, really positive outlook on life over here in the Wealth Builder Mentorship Club. And that's where you want to water and nurture the way you think and how you change the way you feel about money. You will change it over here with these wealth builders. I got 800, there's 850 wealth builders over there. And I love to say the wealth builders are an extension of myself. So I like to think I got 850 people duplicating myself over there, just like they got 850 people duplicating them, because we're all sharing ideas and being positive and adding value to each other's life. See, what you see right here on this YouTube channel, outside of the 1% in here, the 99% in here, really not adding any value to your life. You need to get around people that are going to add value to your life. And that's what we do on the Wealth Builders website. That's what we do in the Wealth Builders financial community. We add value through helping people. Helping people. That's how we add value. A lot of the people over there have different levels of investment experience. They're not professionals. And if they are professionals, they don't bring that professional stuff in our community because they know how we feel about that. Everybody has an opportunity to express what they invest in. And if others want to deep dive that investment and take a look at it for them, they're more than welcome to, but we don't push investments on people. What we do is we tell people what we're doing and how excited we are about building wealth. And we try and help others answer questions from them, not because we're experts, but because we care. That's what we do over there, guys. Be a part of that. Be a part of that. Change your financial life. Be a part of the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. Join through my website today, guys. Do yourself a favor. And here's the thing, guys. You get out of it what you put in. So if you come over there and you want to be a wallflower and don't want to do nothing, think somebody's going to just jump out at you and no. You got to come over there, roll up your sleeves, dive into the community chat, ask questions, help, but you got to start buying investments to build wealth. Or what's the point? Don't come over there if you ain't going to buy no assets to build wealth. Don't even come over there, right? So all I'm telling you, man, is get yourself around people that have your best interest at heart. Get yourself around people that are going in the same direction you're going in. Get yourself around people that are already where you want to be. I've given you my scenarios on how Richard Fain plans to do what he's going to do over the next 3 to 5 to 10 years with investments. I'm going to continue to buy my ETFs, SPLG, FTEC, and I'm going to continue to buy the Mag 7 with an emphasis on Nvidia. I've already told you my position in Nvidia. I'm not going to shy away from that. My channel here is about information. My channel is about transparency. My channel is about truth. So I don't have no problem with telling y'all what I've done, right? I want you guys to understand you can do whatever you want to do, but you got to put your mind to it, and you got to have a plan. I've given you what Richard Fain's plan is. You're more than welcome to copy my plan, understanding that I'm not the expert. This thing could blow up in my face, but I'm ready to live with that if that happens. You have to be ready to live with it as well. Nothing's guaranteed in this life. All we have is opportunity. There is no guarantee. Anything can happen, guys. So know that. But you also need to know what's your other option, right? What's your other option? Do nothing? Is that the option? It don't catch up to it, catch up to you. Well, all right, guys, appreciate y'all, man. Get down in the description box, click on that Moomoo link for me. Open up that Moomoo account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. Send me an email through the website to let me know you've opened the Moomoo account and you funded it. I'm going to send you tutorial videos that the Moomoo folks have put together for you to help you learn how to use that brokerage app so that you can cultivate your plan to freedom. No matter what you decide to buy, that's totally up to you. But you need to have a plan, and you need to have a world-class brokerage app to help you execute that plan. The good folks at Moomoo are providing you that up to 20 free stocks. Don't delay, act today. We've already talked about the website. Y'all know the opportunity over there. Get yourself in the Wealth Builders Mentorship Club. You need that, guys. You need that encouragement. You need that family. And we got 850 of them over there. So try us out. If you don't like it, bail. That's all you got to do. Try us out for a month. If you don't like it, bail. Some people done bailed. That's okay. It ain't for everybody. But the folks that stay, they're committed to helping you get to wealth. So check us out. Last thing before I get out of here, get down to the description box and click on that Instagram link, Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link. Give me a follow on Instagram. Join my team over there on Instagram as well, guys. Just be careful on Instagram. A lot of impersonating scammers. As soon as you follow me, you might have 3 or 4 different Richard Fains trying to slide into your DMs to say they me. They all lying. They ain't me. I ain't gonna never slide into your DMs unannounced. Never, ever. So if you do follow me on Instagram, or if you follow me on Facebook, you follow me on TikTok, you follow me on Twitter, you better believe you're gonna have a bunch of scammers come behind that and try to DM you and try to get you to think they me. They're not. I don't slide into people's DMs, guys. I really don't. So please know that. Follow me just for the content and the reels, and a look into my personal life that I don't display on YouTube. I don't really display it on YouTube, but I will add some of that stuff to the Instagram page along with other 60-second reels talking about wealth. So if you want to be a part of that family too, join me on Instagram, man. I'd love to have you. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate y'all, man, for rocking with me today. Y'all have been amazing. So thank you so much to all of my true and blue subscribers, the folks that subscribe to my channel that really have my best interest at heart and really want to see me win. Thank y'all. For the rest of y'all, thank y'all for the algorithm. Thanks you. And I thank you too for the rest of y'all that are just here for the algorithm. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Gets me out to more people so I can help more people. So I thank y'all too for that. Lock it in with a thumbs up before you get out of here. Thoughts become things. See it in your mind. Hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy. Get wealthy. We'll catch you on the next one.